Well, we are here. It's been a long few years. I'll be dramatic about it, but we have an update from the Dragon Quest team. Um, I love Dragon Quest as a series, and even though I admittedly slack when playing these games, it's a series that's truly near and dear to my heart. Um, I started with Dragon Quest IX when I was just getting into middle school. I saw an advertisement for Dragon Quest IX in a magazine during a summer school art class, and I was like, "Oh, this bangs!" And I also had remembered seeing the slime in Game Informer, and I was like, "Oh, so this is what this game is and where it's from." I had only seen like a picture of the four random player characters you can create, and I think it was like an Atlas as an enemy. Um, and I was just like, this looks really cool. And that was the first game I ever purchased by myself. And I absolutely love Dragon Quest IX. It is a game near and dear to my heart. I've played a little bit of the Dragon Quest 7 and 8 remakes on the 3DS, but of course I still need to finish those. Dragon Quest 11, I have fully played through Acts 1 and 2, and I'm, dilly dallying in Act 3, but I spent a lot of time in Dragon Quest 11. That's probably my favorite game on the Nintendo Switch. It's really, really good, and I highly suggest you all also play it. But I've also got Dragon Quest Treasures. I've played that a fair bit. And I've picked up every Switch Dragon Quest game, so the HD 2D remakes, all three of those, as well as Dragon Quest Monsters: The Dark Prince, and they are all lengthy endeavors, and I didn't have the time to do those lengthy endeavors most of the time. However, I do plan on getting to them eventually, and even though I'm a very, I guess you could say, unseasoned when it comes to this series in terms of what I've actually played, what I have played, I've enjoyed all of it. And just the vibe of the series, Akira Toriyama's art, Koichi Sugiyama's music, Yuji Horii just direction with the whole series, that classic turn-based formula. I love Dragon Quest a whole bunch. One of my favorite series of all time. So, with that being said, I'm very excited for this 9 minutes and 1 second because, if I'm recalling correctly, it has been 5 years since the announcement of Dragon Quest 12, and it's unfortunately been in some development troubles going by, hearsay and all that. Um, I don't expect we'll get a full trailer of Dragon Quest 12 here. I'm thinking we're going to see the logo, we're going to get a tease of the pro tag, and that's that. We might get another little side game or another remake to hold us off like they've been doing these past few years. And Dragon Quest has always been a series that has had a lot of remakes. Dragon Quest V has the PS2 and then the DS one. Um, Obviously, the whole DS Zenithian trilogy, right? And Seven just got its second remake. It's always a series that's been very remake filled. So I won't mind because it's another way to play a game that all the Dragon Quest, I would assume Dragon Quest fans would enjoy. Um, so happy 40th anniversary Dragon Quest, and I'm really excited to see what the Dragon Quest team has for us here today. Let's see what they've got. All right. Ooh, the Slime Trio. Slime, She Slime, and Metal Slime. Slimes are great, aren't they? Dragon Quest, the original, 1986. Wow, wow. Oh, that's cool. They're gonna walk through all of them. Hello, hello. Yep. The Princess of Moonbrook. Hello, hi. They added the sister to that prince, right? In the HD 2D remake. I haven't had a chance to experience her character fully, but very cool. Erdrick, awesome. Gotta love Solo as Dragon Quest 4 and the female pro tag as well. Dragon Quest 5, the one with the movie, the big one, the best one for a lot of people. I'm Team Bianca personally. Dragon Quest 6. I just think of like Super Saiyan Blue when I see this pro tag, honestly. Also, really funny how you can drive a flying bed. Dragon Quest 7. My goats, Maribel, Kiefer. How you doing? I need to finish your game. Dragon Quest 8. I've gotten pretty far in this one. Jessica, Yengis, all of them are awesome. My game, Dragon Quest 9. You love to see it. Stella the Goat. Yes. Dragon Quest X, the one we didn't get and somehow still didn't get even when the offline version was made, but you know, that's my own salt for another day. Dragon Quest XI, my favorite oh, they're showing the 3DS version too. I wish we would have gotten this because I would have played the whole game all over again with Dragon Quest 11, honestly. Alright. And then you're gonna hit the 12, right? You're gonna hit the 12? Oh, that's cool. I did see this art. They had all the pro tags fighting monsters and stuff. The Dragon Quest IX pro tag with the teeny Sanguini kills me. Like, it's like the first flying enemy you see in the game. And it's just very funny. And meanwhile, you got Dragon Quest XI pro tag, the Luminary, on an actual, like, monster ride, which you can actually ride that monster in game. Hello! Oh! Okay, hi! Hello! Dragon Quest 12, you just full on dropped it. I love all the plushies in the background. I see you, Draki. I see you, Slimes. Thank you for the games. Oh, that shirt. What is with that shirt? 1 and 10 are circled? I would listen to you talk for hours, honestly, or read an interview. Oh wow, so this is getting right into Dragon Quest 12. Okay, so it's still a thing, that's good. Okay, yeah, see, development troubles. I didn't realize it was a full restart of development though. Flames of Fate. Original version. Are you renaming it? Is it because of that like controversial like whole panning to adults and changing the combat and all that? So are they not stepping away from that traditional style? Wow, that's bold to admit that. Okay, Flames of Fate is gone. Wow, there's an alternate universe where that was actually what we got. Wow. Alright, what do they have cooking up? Okay, alright. Vibrant footage. I just saw development footage in the corner. Vibrant colors, I mean. Oh, I am loving how this is looking. Still got the vibrant palette. That's what we love in Dragon Quest. Is this our pro tag? Alright. Oh, he has a partially shaved haircut. Okay. With a ribbon on his sword. Oh my. Oh, I love this. Okay, alright. I feel it. He looks mature. Oh, new party member spotted. Okay, we have a gecko person. Looks like a new boss or armored, right? That's a boss. Okay. Dragon Quest 12. Beyond Dreams. Beyond Dreams. Dreams. Call back to 6? I haven't played it, but I know it involved dreams. Beyond Dreams. Interesting. Yay! Okay, his neck posture is a little goofy, but I kind of love that for him.
ダークではなくて明るくワクワクするような世界が広がっていると思いますよ。
Uh-huh.
以前発表した12から変わりましたが、皆さんに楽しんでもらえると思います。
めちゃくちゃ楽しいお話になったんですけど、
Alright.
今話しちゃうとちょっと怒られるかもしれないんで、私からはこのぐらいにしておきます。
Hey, I want to get angry. You could tell us all about it.
トレモ先生のキャラクターと
Okay, so these were their characters and music.
まだまだ同じ線ですが、今日ここまで非常に良い出来になると思いますので、続報を
Alright.
楽しみに
This is kind of what I expected. Just a little bit. We got the pro tag reveal. We even got party member reveals and like cutscenes and stuff.
今日お伝えしたのはほんの少しですが、
Awesome.
今まで
Okay.
のシリーズにはなかった要素も取り入れ、より進化したドラゴンクエスト
So
と
is
し
the
て
next to
頑
the
張って開発を進めてい
is
ます。
there more? If there's more like games in this presentation, I'm assuming Smash Grow and maybe a side game.
なんと今日
Okay.
実はもう一つ
Okay.
お知らせしたいことがあります。多分こっちが先に出ると思いますよ。
Roll the tape.
映像
All right.
どうぞ。
All right. I look forward to it. What do you got here? Yay, 40th anniversary. Or maybe some merch or something. Okay. The slime is moving. Hello. Hi. Hello. Is this like a monsters game? A rocket slime, perhaps? Uh-huh. Electric guitar with Dragon Quest? That's rare. It is monsters. Okay, very cool. That's an odd... The Withered World. Ooh. What? Bianca and Nera for real? Huh? Okay, alright. I mean, that makes sense. Because, you know, the protagonist of 5 tames monsters. You hear this music? Such a different style for Dragon Quest. Wow. Okay. I got jump scared by young Bianca and Nera here. Okay. I like the designs. They're cute. I'm probably going to play as Bianca. In Treasures, I play as Mia because I like young Mia more than young Eric's voice, but Eric's the better character. But I can't stand his voice in Treasures, so I just play Mia. But, okay. I might actually alternate between these two when I actually play, if it's similar to, you know, Treasures where you can swap between the two. Interesting. The Withered World. I'm gonna assume this is like your companion, you know, your Porcus and your Persula. I haven't really delved into the Dark Prince, so I'm not sure if there's a companion monster there. But, wow. Alright. The Withered World. I'm sorry, did it say a release date? Just coming soon. Okay, on both Switches. Okay, let's take a look at the logo and the protagonist of Beyond Dreams here. So this mark is probably going to be important. I kind of like I like the design. It is a little chopped, as some people would call it, with the hair. I think I gotta like grow used to it and stuff. But I think it's not a bad design. He's got a very somber, melancholic tone. Look at this though. This is beautiful. I see my boy the cruel Cumber there. I like the design of the shield. It seems like you can do some more dynamic movement too, which is awesome. You got the hammer hood. You got the heel slime. You got this guy who I forgot the name of. Okay. There you go. Is it combining a little bit of like Sand Planet influence? I wonder? Cause Akira Toriyama loved vehicle design. And Sand Planet, which is on my to-playlist as well, and I know it's, a manga before the game, but there was filled with odd, like, vehicles like this. And Akira Toriyama just loved designing vehicles. So I'm wondering if that's either his work or influence, or just an homage to him. This girl is cute. I like her spunky design. Is this also a party member here? This robot? I wonder. I think I just bumped my mic. It might be. It'd be really cool if we get like very unique party members, like this robot and this girl. Yeah, look, there's ships and stuff. I guess this is the dream world, perhaps. Ever notice how Dragon Quest loves doing thumbs ups, like any thumbs up type of things, whenever they do their character intros or anything like that? There was like a gecko guy, right? Okay. The ear holes are frying me, dude. Wait. That's not the protagonist, is it? No. Because it's kind of got the kind of same chopped hairstyle. Like, do you to become a lizard? Like, in the same asymmetrical design a little bit. The sword also looks vaguely similar. Could be just the design of the sword in, the continent or realm. I like this armor though. That's cool. Is he a boss or an important character? This dragon is also really cool. It's very vibrant. Also kind of looks like sour candy with that hair. But a stark difference from Flames of Fate. There's a tower that's important floating somethings and gears. Beyond Dreams. Now that's a very interesting subtitle because from my understanding, right? Like the titles are usually something of the something or something and the something, right? Like echoes of of an elusive age, or the world trees woe and the world below, or sentinels of the starry skies, journey of the cursed king, fragments of a forgotten past. Beyond Dreams is just very simple. It's very, very simple. Hand of the heavenly bride, like, you know what I mean? Um, Interesting. Very interesting. Um, yeah. But let me see this protagonist here.
あなたにです。
he is a bit funny looking. I like his design, but he is a bit funny looking. You got the classic like pants and whatever, like this is a very Dragon Quest character, but the neck, like the way he leans forward with his neck and like his hair being like that makes him look a little chopped. I think it's very funny. I think he's both chopped and like also a cool character design. um he is very entertaining to me. So I look forward to seeing him and the girl and the gecko guy. I'm sure we'll get a official like species name for that character. The Withered World though is crazy to me too. Very interesting. It's always a tradition. We had Terry, in the Wonderland, and obviously Eric and Mia. It's always gonna be younger versions of important characters in the games that they're from for Monsters games, right? Even the Dark Prince is about Sorrow, who is from 4. So, it's cool. I guess Monsters Joker, right? That whole trilogy is an exception. I'm pretty sure though that's an original protag. But okay, all right. Let's see if there's anything else on a website or on Twitter.com, and we'll see what else I have to say. So it doesn't look like there's anything particularly different from the announcement from the Dragon Quest team in other places, but I did want to go over one last time now that I've had a little bit of time to digest what was given to us. Again, this guy is so chopped, but I love him. I was gauging reactions, from the general populace, and it's very split. I am a fan of him. I saw someone say that he looks like he just got off like a midnight shift at a gas station, and I died laughing because that's so true. Um, Also, like, notice he looks tired, and like maybe that like kind of hunched posture is purposeful. It's the story of a young hero who's beset by strange visions in their sleep. Maybe these strange visions are actually like keeping them awake when they want to fall asleep. I don't know what the plot is. Trying to guess whatever plot this is going to be is nonsensical. But I am going to say I like the sleepy look. I like the chopped vibe. It's very entertaining. It's very different, and it's different from like other so-called chopped designs like the Dragon Quest 7 Pro Tag or the Dragon Quest 11 Pro Tag. Like, people don't like those designs. I do. Like, I think they're great. I think they perfectly suit the characters on like who they're supposed to be and how they're portrayed in the art and the game and the media. Um, so I don't know where I was going with that because I lost my train of thought. But the point is, I like seeing unique pro tags, like, because we can just have another guy in armor, and he's the blank slate, right? And obviously, you're supposed to fill in for yourself when you play as the protagonist here. But I think having a chopped pro tag makes things incredibly funny. So I am full support for this guy, and I'm excited to see what he gets up to when we get this game in 2052, whenever that will be. Um, Here's just like a more like in-game, right, like pose. I like his pose, his I guess you could say stance. It's pretty cool. I am near certain, like, look, it's the same sword. You see that? The same curls and everything. This is the pro tag. Bro evolved into a lizard. This reminds me of Dragon Quest 11, spoilers for that game, when you turn into a fish. Even the same big round eyes and the stupid face. Like, he just turns into a lizard. Is this a dream he has? He has the same hair, but it's like white. I wonder if this is like supposed to be, I guess, you know, draconic. And in the trailer too, there was that really cool dragon armor that this form of the protag was wearing. It was literally like dragon armor on the dragon lizard body of the protag. I wonder if that has any importance at all. I wonder if this is just a one-time thing and they just happen to show it for the haha funny, or if this is a recurring thing where you go into a dream and you turn from this to this. Who knows? This is extra chopped. They really did their best to make it look goofy here. But that's kind of the charm of Dragon Quest as well, isn't it? Um, I love her design. I don't know who she is. She gives major tomboy vibes, mechanic girl. I love her. I love her. And people were saying that like these designs are like odd for Toriyama, but like they kind of remind you of how he was designing new characters in Dragon Quest Super. Like, people's art styles, they change, and their design philosophies also change. These remind me of characters you would see in Dragon Ball Super personally. Um, just like the later end of Toriyama design stuff, you know what I mean? Um, so I love her design. I think she's great. I'm really looking forward to seeing what she's going to offer to the party. I'm going to assume she's going to be our first party member, considering she's the only one. Is she the Eric of the game? The buddy? Who knows? I guess we'll see. I do want to just compare the logo. Dragon Quest 12 was originally this. Dragon Quest 12, The Flames of Fate, dark, gritty, fiery, and then it became this, which this is very, I guess, if you wanna disparage it a bit, it's very safe, right? It's not different. But Dragon Quest has never really been different, It's always, not that it can't cover dark subject matter, because it has in games like 5, in games like 11, in games like 9. Um, really wherever you look, there's some darkness in every Dragon Quest game, right? Some have more of it than others. Some handle it better than others, but this was going to be the adult, mature, different take on things, with Dragon Quest, and I can understand why people could be upset that this is no longer a thing. Dragon Quest 12 Flames of Fate is lost media. Crazy. Um, but I value more this. Even if it's safe, I know that the vibes of Dragon Quest are going to be consistent and the same. And, you know, seeing this for Dragon Quest would have been interesting. And is there a part of me that would have wanted to see this? Yes. I cannot deny that. But also, I think what I value from Dragon Quest is this vibe more, you know? Clearly, Yuji Horii does the same, considering they reshuffled the development team and restarted development. Very bold move. Also, to say, you know, this is going to be coming out in a decade, but that's okay. Um, I I do wonder what this would have been like. Maybe, who knows how far in the future after Beyond Dreams releases, maybe we can get a section of the art book or something that portrays what this game would have been like. Um, but Beyond Dreams, for what it is and for what this logo is and where it's going, you know, as a Dragon Quest game, I'm appreciating it for what it is, and I'm taking it as what's presented to me. I'm looking forward to it because, you know, Dragon Quest again is very near and dear to my heart, and I'm excited to see what's new, what's old, and what's color palette change in a boss design. You know, the typical Dragon Quest stuff, right? Um, but yeah, I sure it's a little chopped. Sure, it's probably disappointing that this is gonna take another 5 to 10 years because that's just how Dragon Quest is. But I'm going into it with a positive mind and high hopes because I know they're gonna deliver. They've been delivering mostly. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. Even if this would have been really cool. I also just want to give one last shout out to these two, Bianca and Nera. For Nera and Bianca here, I was looking at the logo of the Withered World, and they have the sun and the moon representing these two, and I think of, you know, like, goodness, what was it, like the orbs or some really important collectible you needed, that these two also use, and some portrayals of them in the series. Um, I just think it's really cool that, you know, that theme is very prevalent with them too. Rip, rip, rip. Option number three, Deborah. But you know, these two, I guess, were pretty much going to be paired together if there was going to be a monsters game for 5, unless you would do like a young pro tag, but that doesn't make sense because young pro tag is just with Pancras, right? So this is really cool, and I just wanted to show this off. This is like the art version of what they showed off in the beginning of the video. You have all the pro tags writing stuff. You got number 5 here. You got, you know, the hero of Trodain. You got the Luminary, number 2, Celestian, Erdrick. You know, number 7, number 6, Dragon Quest 10. We really should have gotten that game. I'm still salty. Writing whatever Sham Hamwich, Ham Blamwich, Clam Batwitch, you know, all those. On the Golem, we have the original, the OG. You got Solo on the King Slime, my goat. Am I missing? I feel like I'm missing something. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, 9, 10, 11. Okay. And then we're going to put Mr. Chopped here. He's going to be with, like, oh, well, I was going to say this enemy, but, well, oops. Restless Armor. Mr. Chopped, I can imagine him riding a Restless Armor, being buddy-buddy, or perhaps balancing on a grenade rock bomb. But, yeah, happy 40th anniversary, Dragon Quest. I love you as a series. I'm looking forward to what you got next, whether it's The Withered World, whether it's me actually playing the games that have released on Switch because I really need to catch up before 12 and The Withered World releases, or if it's Beyond Dreams. I'll be dreaming about Beyond Dreams, and honestly about her too, but I digress. Mr. Chopped, I look forward to seeing you, and hopefully you can get some sleep, because it really does look like you need it.